I can't believe I am submitting so little hours again this month. I guess my heart is just not in it anymore. What is wrong with me? I used to never be like this. I used to be so active in the ministry and present at every social gathering of the congregation. But now, I can't seem to find the joy in serving Jehovah, and I now carefully choose my association even in the congregation. Some are just so tactless with their way of speaking and act. It is just so discouraging to be around them. How have I allowed myself and others to lose my love in serving the true God Jehovah? Jehovah, help me! I know that you are near to those that are broken at heart, and to those who are crushed in spirit you save.
A wise man once wrote a proverb. He said, "Have you shown yourself discouraged in the day of distress? Your power will be scanty." No one, even faithful servants of Jehovah, is immune to the effects of discouragement. A mild bout of discouragement may last for a day or two, and then the feeling subsides. However, when hurt feelings or resentment are involved, the problem may persist much longer. Some Christians who have been faithful for years have become so disheartened that they have even stopped attending congregation meetings and sharing in the field ministry. If you feel discouraged, take heart. Faithful servants of Jehovah in times past successfully coped with discouragement. In the first book of Samuel, we will find the noteworthy example of Hannah. Hannah is the mother of the prophet Samuel. She lived with her Levite husband Elkanah and his other wife Peninnah. In spite of Hannah's long barrenness, compared with Peninnah's sons and daughters, Hannah was still Elkanah's more beloved wife. Yet, Hannah's feelings were hurt and had valid reasons to be discouraged.
Well, well, well. I'm surprised you still make the effort to come with us to the tabernacle here in Shiloh. Why bother, Hannah? Eli only gives you one portion of the sacrifice. Unlike me, he gives me a portion and one for each of my sons and daughters.
Penena, I come because of my love for Jehovah. I come because I want to support Elkanah. I have a desire to please my husband. It is not uncommon for me to accompany Elkanah to sacrifice at the tabernacle each and every year. You are here for the same reason, aren't you not, Penena?
Hannah, please do not get dramatic with me. How does it feel to be barren? Is it lonely? Do you envy me for giving Elkanah the sons and daughters? I know you envy me. It is just too bad you are a good for nothing barren wife, because you will never give Elkanah a child.
Please, I do not want any trouble, Penena. I am aware of my barrenness.
Oh, you are? You are aware then, Hannah, that being barren is a terrible curse? You must be feeling worthless being barren. Don't you just want to die? Just as Rachel, Jacob's wife, wanted to die when she couldn't give Jacob a child? You have failed, Hannah. You have failed, Elkanah. You are barren.
Instead of being sensitive to Hannah's plight, Peninnah viewed her as a rival, and displayed such an attitude toward her that Hannah would weep and not eat for days. Not knowing that his second wife Peninnah had mocked Hannah for being barren, Elkanah presumed his beloved wife was crying only because she could not bear any children. The first book of Samuel, chapter 1, verse 8. Elkanah proceeded to say these words: Hannah, why do you weep? And why do you not eat? And why does your heart feel bad? Am I not better to you than 10 sons? Notice how Hannah did not put any division between Elkanah, Peninnah, and herself by telling Elkanah how badly Peninnah had treated her. However, her encounter with Peninnah was not the end of it. Hannah desperately wanted children. Therefore, one day, Hannah went up to the tabernacle to pray. Unaware that she is not alone, Hannah, with bitterness in her soul, started to weep and pray to Jehovah extendedly. Eli, the high priest of Israel, observed her from a distance and saw Hannah's lips moving. Not realizing that Hannah is praying and could not be heard from the doorpost, Eli concluded that she must be drunk.
O Jehovah, O Jehovah of armies, if you will without fail look upon the affliction of your slave girl and actually remember me, and you will not forget your slave girl and actually give to your slave girl a male offspring. I will give him to you, O Jehovah, all the days of his life, and no razor will come upon his head. Oh, oh Jehovah, please do not forget me. Oh,
Hannah, how long will you behave drunk? Put away your wine from upon you.
no, my lord, I am just extremely distraught and low in spirit. I did not drink wine and intoxicating liquor. I am not drunk. Please, let me explain. I am broken at heart and crushed in spirit. At this moment, I pour out my soul before my God Jehovah. Please, do not make your slave girl like a good for nothing woman. Do not judge me, my lord, for it is out of the abundance of my concern and my vexation that I have spoken until now.
Hannah, go in peace, and may the God of Israel, our God Jehovah, grant your petition that you have asked of him.
Imagine for a moment how Hannah must have felt. Hannah had come to the tabernacle to find encouragement. She certainly did not expect to be wrongly accused by anyone, most especially by one of the most influential men in Israel. Did Hannah have a valid reason to be discouraged? Yes, she did. She could have left the tabernacle abruptly, even vowing never to return as long as Eli was serving there as high priest. However, Hannah clearly valued her relationship with Jehovah. She knew in her heart that Jehovah would not be pleased if she pursued such a negative attitude. Hannah respected the tabernacle for it was the center of pure worship. Jehovah had placed his name there. Imperfect as he was, Hannah knew that Eli was Jehovah's chosen representative. Hannah's godly response to Eli's accusation provides a sterling example for us today. She acted quickly to correct a misunderstanding, but she did so with deep respect. As a result, she preserved a fine relationship with Jehovah and with Eli. This is truly a lesson that good communication and a little tact can prevent small problems from growing into larger ones. Once the matter was settled, Hannah proceeded to go on her way and to eat, and her face became self-concerned no more.
The noteworthy example of Hannah. As discouraged and hurt as she was, she did not allow her trials to diminish her desire to be where God's word was taught. She did not allow herself to stop serving Jehovah. Instead, she remained spiritually strong. Because of her determination and love for Jehovah, he rewarded her abundantly and gave her a son. Like Hannah, I should not permit the imperfections of others to interfere with my service to Jehovah. Instead, I should rely on Jehovah to help me cope with discouragement.
Just like Hannah, we will be spiritually rich if we demonstrate whole-souled love for Jehovah and fulfill our dedication to Him. Even when pursuing such a course means that we must endure severe trials and unbearable discouragements, Jehovah's blessing will inevitably overtake us, often in greater ways than we can imagine.